Hello class, it is your peer mentor Cruz. My email is at the bottom of this slide, lunac8@unlv.nevada.edu. Send me any questions you have. Doesn't have to be just in COLA. I can help you in anything academic or college related. I'm in your shoes. Please take advantage of that. I've been where you've been, and I've struggled with the same problems you're struggling with, most likely. So I'm a valuable resource in that way. So please utilize me, because if you guys don't reach out to me, I can only do so much. I do presentations and I do weekly tips, and I'm also in the live lectures. But if you need individual help or you need to contact me, you need something else, I won't know. So when you're in college, you need to understand that to utilize a resource, it really starts with you. So please just take that as a learning lesson. Let's begin the presentation. Goal setting and motivation. I think you guys will like this. Let's see, I have to click on my mouse. So, what is the purpose of goal setting? Well, it's to achieve your definition of success. This seems like everyone knows that, but I specifically say your definition of success, because I think you need to think about and reflect about what success means for you. You don't need to have a concrete answer today, but just start thinking about that and start challenging yourself. What does success mean? Do I want to have a lot of money in the future? Do I not want to think about money in the future? Do I always want to be like a humanitarian, a philanthropist? Define that and just have a general idea. You don't have to be concrete right now, but and in terms of defining your goals and setting your goals, it's good to have what success means to you, because that ultimately gives you somewhat of a purpose, and that is important for goal setting. How do I set goals? I'm going to explain in the next slide how to set goals with the SMART method in the textbook on page 60. But in short, you need to set goals that are specific and identify steps to reach those goals that are timely, realistic, and not too general. For instance, I could say, in 2 months I want to be a millionaire. I give you a timetable, and it's somewhat specific. I gave you a dollar amount, but it's not realistic, therefore I shouldn't set that goal. And then we have a surprise visitor. Sweet Coraline. She's not too happy. Go away. Who is goal setting for? It's for everyone, and especially college students. You need to be able to have this skill of goal setting now and develop it now and have it so you can have it for the future when you are in your career or in graduate school. It's very important. So like I'd say, start today. SMART goal method, page 60 of your textbook. This should become almost instinctual because it's so intuitive and it's just easy to understand. And this is how all people should set goals. At least this method. There are probably other methods, but this method specifically is a very integral one if you want to become successful in determining your goals or setting goals. So first, specific. Goal needs to be precise. Like I just gave an example. It was precise, so that's funny. Sorry, that's a little mental error on my part. Goal needs to be precise. Needs to have a purpose. Needs to be precise so you can be able to reach it. The second one is meaningful and measurable. This needs to be a personal goal for you, because if it's not personal or it's not something you really care about, you're not going to want to do it in the long run or do it at all. And also it needs to be measurable. You need to quantify the goal, because if you don't quantify it, it might be too general. Might just become a bumper sticker for you. I like the example it gives in the book. An example that's measurable is like achieving at least a 3.0 grade point average in this term is important to me, because it will enable me to get into the field I'd like to major in, and I'll measure my progress toward this goal by calculating the grade I'm earning in each of my courses at regular intervals throughout the term. This is meaningful to the students because they care about their grades. It is specific, and they're measuring their goal in regular time intervals and make sure they're keeping on track of their goal. And also, I'm going to explain, it's actionable because they have to do certain things to reach a goal. It's realistic because the 3.0 GPAs, anyone can do that realistically. And they have a clear time frame of this semester. Even though I kind of explained the last three parts, I'm just going to go over them again. Actionable, they are action-oriented and means you have to do something to achieve it. If you just have a goal where it's too broad and you don't know what the action it takes to get there, you'll never be able to really achieve any goal. Otherwise, they're just saying, oh, I want to do this one day. I want to do this one day. But how are you going to do this one day? What are you going to do to get there? How are you planning to get there? Are you able to even do it? Is that realistic? Is there a time frame? Those are the questions you need to start asking. Realistic. Obviously, schools need to be realistic because if they aren't, automatically, boom, done. You're not going to be able to reach that goal. We already dealt that one, such as setting your goal. You want to be the next billionaire in 2 years. Not realistic. Don't even think about it. Maybe in the long run, you have some crazy idea where you want to implement it, and maybe in 30 years, maybe. Time frame. Needs to have a time frame to make sure you're keeping on track of the goal. And then also needs to have a deadline, because you can't just have a goal that goes to infinity, because then it's not really a goal, it's just more of a general life purpose. So please have a deadline and a clear timetable so it makes the goal achieving easier. This whole purpose of the goal method, the SMART goal method, is to make it easier to achieve your goals. Did it skip something? What kind of goals? Well, goals can mean self-management. It means I want to clean my room. I want to make my bed every day this week, or I want to go to sleep between these hours and get this amount of hours of sleep every single day, so I can get better grades, or I can have better memorization, stuff like that. Physical development could be I want to go to the gym 2 times a week. That's important, especially as students. You need to manage your stress, and one way to manage stress is going to the gym or just going on a walk, just being somewhat active. You could want to increase your social development and also professional development. That's really important, because you're a student and you're in college, and most people are in college for their profession, so they need to start developing now. And one way to do that is start setting goals so you're able to develop and be fruitful in your future career and your future plans. How to stay motivated. And let me get a sip of drink of water, because this is only 7 minutes in and I need a drink. Sorry about that. How to stay motivated. As you see, this is a windy road. You can't necessarily see the finish line. There might be obstacles, might be something blocking you, not making it super easy or as easy as you thought it would be. You start doing it, you've overcome some obstacles, but you just feel like I'm not near the finish line. You start having self-doubt. Oh, I don't know why. This is a template I use. Sorry about that. These shouldn't be there. Sorry, that's a template. And I can't pause this, of course. Whatever. My template has a little bit of errors sometimes. It auto fills in words. Either way, just skip to the next 5 seconds. It won't be a problem. Oh crap. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, sorry about that. Let's return. See, my goal is to have a successful and straightforward presentation. Obviously, I'm facing some obstacles, but we'll overcome it. I need to stay motivated. Okay. Cringe. Anyways, you might start having self-doubt, start feeling more burnt out. You need to stay motivated to get to the finish line, and I'm going to explain how to stay motivated. So some ways to stay motivated are to create motivational goals. For instance, I want to be able to complete this work every single day, and I want to do this because then you could do like little micro goals, because then you feel rewarded. It's almost like a reward system. And another way to stay motivated is, I think of what someone told me about. It's called the slight edge theory. It's a way of thinking, a way of processing information that enables you to make daily choices that lead to success and happiness you desire. And another way I've been explained to, don't know too much about it, but the way someone's explained it to me is that everyone's working hard. You as a student, you might be working hard, but also other students are working hard. So it's competitive. But to gain that slight edge, you have to do a little bit extra than everyone else, and do it over time, and it compounds. And you do that over and over and over, and that will give you an edge. That will give you the advantage when it comes to your next step in life. And I think this is motivating in and of itself, because it pushes you to be the best person, the best version of yourself, and it makes you competitive with other people. If you're a competitive person, even if you're not competitive, I like being competitive with myself, because that's how you develop. You're not content with who you are right now. You always want to improve. And another thing, I saw a quote that stuck with me: suffer the pain of discipline or suffer the pain of regret. You might not be motivated every single day. You might just wake up today and be like, I don't want to do this. But the pain of discipline, that's when there is no motivation. It's better than the pain of regret. And what I mean by this is I wake up every single day to take notes and review and watch a lecture and to do my homework. That's discipline, and it's kind of hard to sometimes. It's like, I don't want to do it. It's like figurative pain. I'd rather do that and succeed on my exam than suffer the pain and regret, which would mean I failed my exam and it's because I didn't try hard enough. So, in your life, would you rather be someone who tried their entire life and was moderately successful, or someone who is a has been, or not has been, is someone that could have been something, but they just didn't put their complete effort into something, so they suffer the pain of regret of what could have been of them? I much rather be the person who's moderately successful because I suffered the pain and discipline, and that motivates me. And more than just motivation, you have to have discipline, because discipline is when it runs out. And this, and your book goes into it, and it goes into a topic of grit, of passion, perseverance, resilience, and that's how you stay motivated. Or I like to say motivated because it's kind of a general word, but like general word, but discipline. When you have discipline, it's because you're passionate about it. You have to persevere to keep pushing yourself, and even when there's obstacles, you still keep going. And then there's resilience. It's hard, but you embrace that hard. You embrace it, and you keep going. I much rather be that person who suffers the pain of discipline and not the pain of regret. So I hope that motivated you a little bit. That was a little bit mini motivational speech. I am sorry for the slight technical difficulties. The templates are sometimes a little bit hard to work with because I'm altering so many different things. Anyways, have a good week. Hope you took some things out of this. And if you need anything, please contact me.